Alright, so today I was browsing the Facebooks, as I usually do, time between classes, and I saw this post from the official Radiohead Facebook page, and it read, New York, New York. Right. At that moment, I thought my heart was going to pop, but I held it together. I clicked on the link, and I see that all my hopes have been realized. And Radiohead is going to be finally playing a show here in New York City. And this is a pretty momentous occasion because it hasn't happened in 3 years, I think. And even 3 years ago, they weren't actually in New York. They were just playing over in Jersey, which, I don't know how they got over there, but terrible idea. But this time, they're actually going to be in Manhattan, and they're going to be playing next week. So, needless to say, I'm quite excited. The tickets go on sale a little less than a week from right now, Monday, the 26th of September. They go to sale at 10 a.m. on Ticketmaster.com. It's a pretty limited venue. They're at the Rosalind Theater in Manhattan. So I think there's only 3,000 people standing room in that venue, so it's going to be very competitive to get the tickets.
And seeing as it's a week away, how do you plan on getting through the week with this whole thing hanging over your head?
Well, I'm attending a university here, so I'm going to try to get some work done. Got my old friend Vodka helping out. I rely on my friend here a little more than I like to admit, but I'll try to get some work done. I'll be listening to a lot of Radiohead in my spare time, staring up at the sky, looking at some trees, doing some experimental writing. But in general, I'm hoping the time will fly by and we'll get there real fast. So when it comes down to Ticketmaster, it's all about speed. So throughout this week, I've been practicing with other bands whose tickets are available right now. So I've been searching, hitting find tickets, going through the codes and everything. And my quickest time, I think, is 16 seconds from searching to actually locking in the tickets. So I've been practicing. My mouse is stuck. The computer won't even work. You're stressing me out, man. Well, they're definitely my favorite band. I think artistically, musically, aesthetically, they stand apart from every other band that exists right now. In the scope of music history, I look at like the Beatles, Pink Floyd, and Radiohead. They're the most artistically, I don't know what the word is, but they have a great ethos and philosophy behind their music, and they're very sound, they're very consistent, and I've never heard a bad song from them. They really identify with me, and it's become important to my life, so they really stand apart in my mind. I consider myself a creative, artistic person. I want to be a writer, and looking at Radiohead and seeing what they've done and seeing how consistent they are and how devoted they are to their art, they've really affected me in that when I look at my writing, I'm like, I want to emulate them and strive toward the perfection that they do in their music, in my writing. So they've been important in that regard. As well, I've had some hard times the last couple of years, personally, and listening to their music has really helped me through those times. And it's almost like therapy listening to their music. It's just fantastic. Where I come from, upstate New York, rural farming country, no one else listens to Radiohead. Here at school, I've gotten a couple guys hooked to it. My long-term roommate, Matt Derringer, has become pretty devoted to the band, so he's probably the strongest fan that I'm acquainted with. Other than him, I don't really know anyone else that's as devoted to the band now.
What you did? Am I supposed to film for my documentary?
Yeah, come here.
Brewster, what you get?
Come here.
Tell us what you got.
What just happened?
Alright, okay, so what just happened is I've been looking at the Colbert Report ticket page all day, and some tickets just came available for Monday, and we got 2 Radiohead tickets for the Colbert show. So I think me and Derek are gonna go. Very
What time is that?
It's at 6 p.m.
6 p.m. I'm gonna follow you with the camera the whole way.
So I'm gonna have to skip. I have to skip some class, and I'm not too worried about it.
Alright.
Yeah.
Nice.
So success.
Later.
How many songs do they play?
Huh?
How many songs will they play?
They're gonna show 4 on television. So it's a special hour-long Colbert, and then I think they're gonna play more in the TV studio. What's that?
They play in between commercials or?
Between commercials?
Yeah, I think
I don't
they
know.
do play.
I don't know.
Why is it an hour-long Colbert?
Alright.
Doing a little last-minute practicing here, making sure everything's going. I wasn't able to find an Ethernet port for my second computer, but hopefully it'll all work out. Feeling pretty hyped up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 3,
You were way behind.
2. Search. Ticketmaster's gonna crash. Oh, find tickets, find tickets, find tickets. Oh. Come on, baby. What are you doing? Get the tickets, you're gonna lose them. You're gonna lose the tickets. Get in there. Refresh. 52 seconds to pass. I think you got in like a second before me. Yeah. Kind of a difference.
Well, less than 1 minute. This isn't true.
You didn't get a ticket button.
You didn't?
No. Refresh too many times.
Well, I didn't either. It just said more info.
Really?
And then I went to find tickets.
Mine said find tickets.
Interesting.
What is this thing for? It's killing me.
This isn't less than 1. Well, maybe it is. Yeah, it's still been less than
2 minutes? It just might just went up to 2 minutes. Oh. Yes. No. You got in.
Will Tom.
You bastard. I don't know about this. Our second participant here has already ordered his tickets.
I got lucky.
This is taking way too long. No! No! What's happening? How could that happen? What?
Processing your reply.
How could anyone done it any faster than we did? It's impossible. It's impossible. appear we are unsuccessful in attaining tickets. Well, hopefully we can get into Colbert today. I don't know what to say. After 5 years, it's gone in 10 seconds.
And my guest is legendary rock band Radiohead. If you were a real fan, you'd be watching this on vinyl. Prepare yourselves, Radiohead. You're about to meet television face. This is the Colbert Report.
Alright, so right now we're on 54th Street, outside of the Colbert studio. We've been in line for about 2.5 hours. We're second in line. We got here pretty early. There's some hardcore Radiohead fans in front of us and around us. It's pretty exciting.
Does it make up for the fact that you get tickets?
I feel like this is going to be like more of a tease, and it's going to make us wish we had tickets to the concert even more, but at least we're going to see them, because if we hadn't got the tickets and didn't have this show, we'd be totally devastated. This is at least something, and it's going to be really intimate, because there's only going to be like 120 or 150 people in the audience, so it's almost like a private screening.
You guys had a run-in earlier today.
Yeah, so earlier we were sitting right over here against the gate, and a couple of people started walking by, and they had like trombone cases and stuff, and I look up, and the first guy in line is Johnny Greenwood, the multi-instrumentalist slash guitarist for Radiohead, and he walked by literally, arm's reach away from me, so that was pretty cool. I'm not going to say it made up for losing those tickets, but it was definitely good to see them live.
So that's consolation prize?
Yeah, consolation prize. Even though it's more of a tease, because we saw what they're capable of in 6 songs in a TV studio, and we won't get to see the full 2-hour concert, but it was really awesome. Life-changing.
You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. Float like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so very special, but I'm a